So instead of all the circus stuff out there, focus on the fundamentals. Get stronger, and that's going to get your clients to keep on showing up. Howdy y'all, it's your favorite trainer with a belt buckle, going over a program for a 60-year-old with some shoulder pain. I'm here at our Santa Monica location. If you're not familiar with Up Fitness, I wrote the book, How to Become a Successful Personal Trainer. We have our podcast that's out. If you want to become successful, learn from people who are doing what you want to do. We have gyms in Los Angeles, La Jolla, in-person internship, 2 months to get your Up Fitness CPT. We're also online, the best certification in fitness because you're learning from actual people, not just textbooks. So a lot of you have reached out for the podcast, but also want to learn on how to get better at programming for unique populations. So how comfortable do you feel right now if a 60-year-old were to come in with some shoulder issues? He swims twice a week, he bikes twice a week, and he's coming to you twice a week for resistance. So here's the program that I did with him today. Step-ups into chin-ups into bird dogs. You may be thinking, a 60-year-old with shoulder issues doing chin-ups? No way. He cranks out 4. He's very strong, in great shape. His condition state, I would give him intermediate to more advanced. We do that for 3 rounds. We're doing sets of 4 on the chin-ups. We're doing 6 to 8 step-ups offset. So he has a kettlebell and he's stepping up and then down. He has a big toe issue, so lunges don't work. Step-ups are superior. 3 rounds, then we get into the second circuit. And this is going off of the CCA, core movement pattern, then an accessory. Accessory is for something that client wants to improve, or if you're working with someone who wants to get a bigger chest or bigger glutes, make it an isolation or cardio specific on that accessory. So we do goblets into a cable row into some wall sits. Wall sits are great for tendon health. We put a med ball between his legs. I'm always getting engaged as a trainer. I'll say his name at least 3 times through the whole entire workout. I will show him a new exercise. I will get engaged and I will learn something new. Today I learned he was from Germany. We talked about Czechoslovakia. That's where I'm from. Building that rapport, making yourself likable is what's going to get your clients to keep on showing up. Results number 1, likability number 2. All things that we talk about within the business skills, trade skills, and people skills. Those 3 skills are why 90% of trainers quit within the first year. They don't teach that. They don't learn it. That's what we teach at Up Fitness. For the third circuit, single arm incline dumbbell press into an RDL, into a single leg RDL. And this is what I'm going to show you guys after I go over this program. One of the best balance exercises in my opinion. For 3 rounds, and then we had a 4th CCA. I looked at the clock and we're about 3:50. The session started at 3. And so I had another 10 minutes. I don't just send him on his way. So I asked him how he's feeling, anything you want to improve. He doesn't have a morning routine. And so I gave him one that he can do at home using the CCA. He did a bridge with a band because he has that for 15 repetitions. Turned over into push-ups. He could do sets of 15, pretty capable individual. And then I taught him some hip 90-90 drills. He's biking and swimming, which is primarily sagittal. The hips can get into all 3 planes of motion versus like an elbow, which is just sagittal. So if we're running, he can't run very well, but we're doing this, swimming, jumping, biking, squatting, all bilateral sagittal plane. We want the hip to do internal rotation, external rotation, abduction, adduction, because that's what it's capable of doing. If you treat the ball and socket like a hinge, it's not going to do very well getting over here. You're not going to be able to stabilize. So here was the hour workout for a 60-year-old who's been training with us twice a week for over a year, and he keeps on showing up. Now let me show you what this exercise looks like. This is not your basic balance exercise. You should be able to do a step up with control eccentric, be able to lunge back and forth. That's my first test that I will do with a client before I do any loading of a lunge. 5 repetitions, that's just 3, without having this leg come out to the side or touch back down in the middle. If you can do that, then you can own doing lunges under load, probably even progress into Bulgarians. But as an accessory, I really like to incorporate balance exercises like the single leg RDL. You're teaching your client to hinge back, using your hands to touch the ground, and then come back. I'm making this look really simple right now, but for your clients who lack strength, this is really, really challenging. So from the side, it's coming back, not going forward. Come down, touch, come back up. Teach your clients how to fail. So if you were to fall, use your back leg, use your hand to catch yourself. Be there at the side. Don't be that trainer sitting on the wall, 5 more on your iPad, looking around, texting. Get engaged. Be down here. This exercise is great for your clients who are trying to improve balance, and you can regress it just to limit the range of motion. So I love doing this instead of Bosu ball, stability ball, bullshit. That stuff doesn't do nearly as much as this exercise because you're building strength in the frontal plane. And here's how. Because if your knee dips in, you lack glute med, upper glute max strength to prevent that. So this is frontal plane stability, which is really important as you're walking down the stairs. You don't have that strength. Boom, you blow out your knee, or even worse, you fall, you break your hip. Flip a coin, because that's how long you're gonna live. 50% of people who break a hip, they die within the year. That's nuts. So instead of all the circus stuff out there, focus on the fundamentals. Get stronger, and that's gonna get your clients to keep on showing up. Have a great day. Make sure to check out the podcast. Give us a 5-star rating. If you like this, comment below. And remember, keep showing up.